asked me to do a talk on business and on some of the successes we've had in the Green Party. And I thought I'd characterize this as the reinvention of business, of doing green business. Adobe here in Canada retrofitted their buildings for a cost of $1.4 million, which they made back in 9 months, under a 1-year payback. So they'll now make that every year going forward forever into the future. In business, you can't get a 1-year payback like that. Walmart, on one single initiative, is saving $310 million. They have the second largest truck fleet in North America, 7,200 trucks that do 1 billion miles a year on North American roads. 1 billion miles. And I believe Walmart began their sustainability initiative as a PR effort because they were being so hammered by communities all around North America who were rejecting their mega stores. And their truckers, by law in the US, have to take a nap after 10 hours of driving. And the truckers were leaving the trucks on in the winter to heat the cabs, and in the summer to AC cool the cabs. They put auxiliary power units on the cabs that allow the cabs to turn off when the drivers are sleeping, and that is saving them $310 million between now and 2015. And just to give you an idea of what Walmart would have to earn on their top line to make that, they work on 3% net margins. And so they'd have to earn another $10 billion of sales to have the bottom line impact that that single green initiative had. And I've been to Bentonville for their quarterly meetings. I worked with a venture capital group called Cleantech that brings together venture capitalists with entrepreneurs with clean and green technologies. And it is the third largest and the fastest growing category of venture capital in North America now. In other words, the business community has cottoned on to going green is not just good for your PR, it's good for your bottom line. And while Walmart might have initially been attracted to this for PR reasons, they now have become converts. And while Walmart, we can question whether it could ever be green given its model of importing from China, Walmart is going to their suppliers and saying, we expect you to reduce your energy usage by 30% within the next few years. They're forcing the supply chain to focus on energy efficiency. And so while Walmart in itself is not a sustainable model, they're going to become a driver for sustainability throughout society. Now, you know, we can get to the question of saying, will we ever get there through efficiency? And the answer is no. But what it is doing is starting people along the path, and the deeper they get into this, the more they realize there is to go deeper. In other words, if I have to choose between perfection and progress, I'll choose progress. Because with perfection, we never change anything. We get to be self-righteous in our perfect homes. Well, our perfect homes aren't even perfect. I mean, I'm retrofitting my own to the huge cost, but our payback, we're willing to have longer paybacks. We need to transform the whole society. And getting people on the path is the way to do it. So I'll even cite Walmart tonight. But there's so many things we can do. Do you know that there are 4 billion power supplies sold every year in the world for different devices? And that these all consume something that's called phantom or vampire or standby power. And do you know that the phantom power in California was greater than all the power required for all refrigeration? In fact, these devices take up to 20 watts. So when your television is off, in fact, it can be drawing up to 20 watts. And more power than all refrigeration. So California passed a law that said if you want to sell an electronic device in the state in this year, it has to consume no more than 0.75 watts. And next year, it'll be 0.5 watts. And in a single stroke, just of a pen, they eliminated the need to build 3 power plants at billions of dollars of capital cost. And basically, manufacturers can change their production methodologies at a maximum of 25 cents a power supply, and the minimum is basically free with economies of scale. So when we're told by our Minister of the Environment that meeting our Kyoto goals will bankrupt Canada. Nothing could be further from the truth. With a single stroke of a pen, California was able to save the capital cost of 3 new power plants. And so there's so many solutions, and business is going to have to be part of the solution if we're to ever achieve what we need to achieve. And one of the things I'm proud about is the Green Party is neither right nor left. You know, the fact that here in Canada, our federal government gives $1.4 billion a year in subsidies to oil and gas interests is something the Green Party would put an immediate halt to. Does that mean we're to the right of the Conservative Party, which supports this, and the Liberal Party, which initiated it? Yes, we're fiscally to the right. And at the same time, do you know that more than 1.1 million children live in poverty, unable to say with certainty that they'll have food on the table at the end of the month? 1.4 million children. In fact, in 1989, every party in Parliament committed to eliminate childhood poverty in Canada by 2000. And today, more children live in poverty than then. And so the old line traditional parties, which have been in power in every province, Conservatives, Liberals, and NDP, provincially and federally, have absolutely failed us. And I'm proud to say the Green Party is the only party that's talking about a guaranteed annual income